I'm on How to Love That Massive Up Full Day. Hope you're full enjoying your day. You already know I'm full enjoying mine. It's the Rosterpreneur here with episode number 4 of 5 Things to Consider, some business, branding, and marketing tips by the Rosterpreneur, with the Rosterpreneur, however you want to say it, right? So, episode 1, brand identity. Get a name, a logo, all that stuff. Episode 2 was getting a website together. Episode 3, we figured out how to set up our social media. So what's the next thing we need to do? We need to focus on what? Our digital marketing, right? Some call it online marketing or internet marketing. It all means the same thing. It means that you're marketing your product in front of an audience in an online form, and now we call it digital. So with that being said, welcome to episode number 4 of 5 Things to Consider, Business Branding Marketing Tips with the Rosterpreneur. This is 5 things to consider when starting your digital marketing, right? So we're going to get right into it. The thing about this 5 things is making sure you understand the elements that go involved with social media, or digital marketing, should I say, because most people just only put it in the social media realm. So there's different elements of digital marketing. I'm going to break those down. So those elements start with social media marketing. Number 1, you're already kind of familiar with that. Basically, you have these social networks that you set up an account on, and then you again produce and distribute content just like you were a network programmer. So I ask people to look at social media marketing in that form. If you were a network programmer of BT, MTV, whatever it is, network, the Lifetime Network, ESPN, whatever, what would you put on your network to keep people engaged? And that's how you should look at your social media marketing. Yep. So, rolling right along, we'll get into number 2. What is number 2? I'm going to talk about email marketing. I feel like a lot of people don't take it serious because they feel like, oh, I don't want to bombard somebody with emails. That's people that scamming you, that get your email and they just send you random stuff. What I'm talking about is email marketing, where you actually get somebody's email address and then you start retargeting them with informative stuff, product updates, just a digital newsletter where you just kind of just tell them what's going on with your brand. So it doesn't have to be about you always trying to sell. There are transactional, of course, forms of email marketing, but the point is you're actually sending information to people who have already showed interest into your brand because they have submitted their email address. So that's what I mean, not just randomly sending it out to people, but people who have signed up based on a landing page that you put together to put them in your funnel. We'll talk about that at a later date, but you get that. So number 3 is paid ad marketing. So we talked about this. You're going to need a paid ad budget. And again, those paid advertisement is what it means. So it's paid advertisement, the same as you used to pay on radio, television, billboard, newspapers. It's just now digital. So now you're paying Facebook, Instagram, well, Facebook is used to YouTube, Google, which is the same company, or Spotify, Twitter, LinkedIn, all these social networks that have the paid advertisement option is what I'm trying to say. So, I want to make sure we put that in order. Number 4, this is equally important because it's the SEO. It's like, again, we know there are 7.7 billion searches each day on Google. So we want to make sure that we pop up when people searching some of the stuff related to us, and that's how that's what search engine optimization, or SEO, is. Like, what I encourage everybody, if you have a website, to just start, even if it's just a weekly blog or a monthly blog, because the keywords that you're going to put talking about your company and the stuff relative to your company is going to be in the keywords, and that's how you SEO. Also, a little trick too, all your images and things, make sure the alt text, you can switch that up, and it helps you with the SEO there. So we'll get deeper into SEO. I'm not really an expert there. I will tell you, like, I'm tip of the iceberg there. I kind of use other people to do my SEO, but of course I know about it, so I can share with you there. Number 5 is influencer marketing. Again, another important piece, because would people buy into a brand that's sending paid advertisement, like again, like paid commercials. It's just they commercials online, basically. Like I said, I used to do radio. Or would you listen to would they listen to a celebrity or influencer who they already are fans of, who's saying, "Man, I'm using this product," and so again, influencer marketing. They say that the ROI sometimes with that is go up to 650%. So think about that. I mean, and some of these influencers don't even really know their value. So if you find the right one within your niche, ooh, what it could do for you. So, yeah, man, that's number 5. Number 5, I'm gonna leave a 5A, or I'm gonna call it a bonus one, because influencer led me to thinking about collaborations, because that's just as important. Where it don't have to be people that are super influencers that you pay, but people within your niche that you can collaborate with. So that's something to think about there. With that being said, we're gonna do a recap, because that just about is episode number 4 of 5 things to consider when starting your digital marketing, right? And that's understanding all the elements that go into digital marketing. I actually only touch 5. You can find other ways. These are the 5 that I focus on, so that's why I'm kind of sharing information. Kind of only share information about stuff that I have knowledge or experience with. So, with that being said, the 5 things to consider when starting your digital marketing recap is: number 1 is your social media marketing. Yep, making sure that you look at your social media as your broadcast network and not just social media thing where I can throw up selfies. Number 2, your email marketing, making sure that you have a way to collect email addresses of people that are interested in your product, brand, service, whatever it is you're interested in your brand. So that when you send them these informative newsletters, that they're already engaged about product updates or updates with the business. You setting up a new location somewhere or something like that, and let people be informed. Number 3 is the paid ads. We're going to talk about that over and over, because that's going to be the key. Again, just like you was doing radio, TV, billboards, or magazines, newsletters, or newspapers. You're just paying for the commercials online. Number 4 is SEO, search engine optimization. We talk about that, and making sure people can find you when they're searching, because Google is the number 1 search engine. Number 2 would be YouTube, which is Google, so we know that already. And then number 5 would be the influencer marketing. So these are the 5 things for you to consider when starting your digital marketing. So hope this was beneficial to somebody. I will be forward with episode number 5. I think what we're going to just start doing is breaking down these 5 things to consider and getting more in depth into each one of those. So we'll give you 5 things to consider with each one of the 5 things that I just told you consider with digital marketing for the next episodes to forward. So moving right along, in episode 4, 5 things to consider when starting your digital marketing. Yes, so give thanks for you tuning in. Again, hope somebody find value. As I always say in closing, I've been using the hashtag spread love like a virus since 2014. I encourage you to use the hashtag too, but even if you don't use the hashtag, I encourage you to live your life that way. Start today by being a blessing to somebody, and then make a routine out of it. Yes, So, till the next time I catch up with you, which will be episode number 5 of 5 Things to Consider, some business, branding, and marketing tips by the Rastapreneur. I greet you in love. I leave you in love, 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 love. Yes, love. You get the picture. Bless up.